All right, yes, welcome. When you see the super relaxer, just know that we're going to be doing the retouch. And I had someone been having some people want to learn how to do the retouch. Retouch is like relaxing your hair, yes, to straight. So now we're going to relax this hair, and then I'll be showing you some simple style that you can do after doing that. So what you should do, you just have to part it into four portions, like the way you're saying, the way I'm doing. And when you're done doing the portions, obviously you have to put on the gloves. But since we're in the lockdown, these are the gloves that I'm having. But I'm going to make sure that I put like five of them, because this one has got its material is very smooth, and this chemical is very dangerous if you're not having those professional gloves. So now I'm going to be trying to apply my retouch, but first of all you have to be very careful here. This I'm doing is not right, putting it on these gloves on top, but since I don't have someone to help me out, but you can use, but as long as the gloves are more like you know that you're protected, you understand. So now when I'm done with that, I just have to smear it on the portions that I've made, the four of them, and you just have to do it that way. So on this one you just have to be very careful. Sometimes you make sure that you don't make this chemical to reach down. You just have to apply it on the growth only, you understand, and still you don't make it reach up before. So now after applying on the growth only without allowing it to go down, so now we are trying to, you see how it is hard, we are trying to make sure I make my lines, and I apply this on top. So I apply this on the growth only, I don't allow it to go up like on this straight hair, because this one was already relaxed. So we're just trying to make sure that even this growth is also relaxed. So this is what I'm trying to do, and the first step that we do, we just have to first apply it, but you apply it on top, you understand. You don't make it, you just apply it where you're seeing the growth. And please, this, don't allow it to go down on the scalp. That will be very dangerous. So don't allow it to go on the scalp before all the steps are done. So this first step, we just have to apply it on the growth only. And this is what I'm trying to do. You can try to see how I'm trying to put it. I'm not putting it up on top, I'm just putting it on the growth where it stops. And this is our first step that we're supposed to do. And you just have to first, you first with these front ones, yes, the front hair, those front portions, and then you go behind. And it's the same thing, as you're coming back, you're going to have to first do it on the first portion that I did is the one that I do first. So when I'm done applying in all the portions, I'm going to try to make sure that I combine them together after when I'm done with the four portions. And this is what I'm trying to do. They're now four, and now we're trying to apply them. I'm trying to apply them very well. So this is, I'm done with my first step. So I make sure that it doesn't they're like this, you see, the now four. So the second step, we have to not still, we don't make it reach on the scalp. We're just trying to make sure that it is still on top, but now this time around we're going to try to comb it, you understand. So I'm trying to comb to see like whether the chemical that I left is trying to enter the hair. Yes, it's trying to enter the hair. So now you're trying to make sure that you comb it very well. As you're seeing the way I'm doing it, I'm just trying to comb it, and this is our next step. We just have to comb it slowly by slowly. I have to to say this again, don't allow it to go on the skin. Don't allow, because it will be it won't be good for you if allow that. So still you just have to make sure that you do this same combing to all the portions that you have made, but still you have to fast with these two, the first two ones, and then you go behind, you understand, so you don't allow them to go on the scalp. And the only trick here that if they go on the scalp, just by mistake try to apply there some oil, or if you have a spray, just try to spray there. Yes, but still it doesn't help a lot, but it doesn't help there. You just know you have to be speedy so that by the time that one that applied on the scalp start burning, you'll be able to, like, you'd have finished doing all that. So now I'm still doing the same portion, I'm still doing the same step, the second one, but still you cannot see me applying the chemical on the scalp. I'm still doing it on top of the growth that I was doing, and still I don't allow it to reach at the end because this hair had already retouched. So I have to make sure that still I apply it on the growth that I've done, so that I don't put it on the scalp, and still I don't put it on these last endings on the one that have been retouched. So we continue with that system as you're seeing me doing it. I'm going to try to be speedy here because the video is very long, and maybe if you'd like to know more about it, you will just go in my description, just try to follow that link, yes, for more of that. So now when we're done with that next step, as I'm telling you that please, there's still the second step, you don't allow it to fall on the scalp. So now this third step, this is it, it's when we are going to allow the chemical to be on the skin, so to be on the scalp. So now this time around you just have to be as speedy as possible, so that by the time it is burning somebody, when you have finished all these portions, so you understand. And this one, remember, we have done super of Meadi. So now if it's super, that means we chose super because of her hair. Her hair is like it has got that bigger volume. That's why we're using super, because she say that her hair doesn't get straight whenever she has some other chemical, so have to use super. So now I'm trying to be speedy here so that we don't by the time we finish, when all this thing is done. So this is how we just keep on doing on even on these other portions. So something else you should learn here, that before you don't apply them, before, like after the third step, I haven't applied them on these last endings. If you try to look behind, I haven't applied them because those ones, they get burned as soon as possible. So now I can apply them knowing that at least I have finished all the whole head, you understand. So you don't put them before finishing, because that one is very sensitive than these other parts. So after finishing the third step, it's when you can apply on those ones. So if you still have the time and you're still seeing it's not burning, still you can use that speed. And now you see I'm applying them up to the top. Yes, because I know I'm just remaining with a few minutes and we just wash it, so it won't affect it at all. So now this is what I'm trying to do, and you make sure that you massage these front ones so that it can all have this chemical as you're going to wash. So there's some tips here that sometimes we do this retouch and you find you do it, and by the time you finish doing all this stuff, it's not burning somebody, but when you reach on the sink, it's when it start burning. Yes, that one comes, it's like at times that those mistakes we do, that if the chemical is not burning someone, then we feel free, we continue doing that, and yet some people's scalp are not sensitive like others. So it's you as a hairdresser to see that the hair that you're doing is now relaxed, it's now straight, that you can go and remove that chemical. But the problem that we're having, we first wait for a client to tell you that it's now burning. That's when we remember to remove the chemical. That is not right. So and another thing is, when you're the sink, there's something you have to be as quick as possible in doing that. Like, you have to, the water is supposed to be having that pressure to wash away all that chemical. So those are the small things that we do and makes the hair to burn our client. And another thing I was forgetting, that this shampoo that we always use, there's that neutralizing shampoo, the one that always shows the color when you're washing. And then yeah, it shows the color, it always shows you the pink color as you're washing the chemical. So you just have to make sure that you wash it until that pink color is done, and that's when you can be able to know that the chemical is done from the hair. So after applying all that, the treatment and blow dry, so others put some rollers and then they keep with the style. But this time around, for her, she wanted something else. Yes, she wanted something else. So now she wanted to have a style from the hair. And when this hair is done doing retouch, sometimes it's not allowed to be plaited before like 2 to 3 weeks. So what we do, we can do these simple styles for that hairstyle. And this simple style will be the holding it puff with gel. And I think this one we have been doing it, and a lot of you guys know how to do it. You just have to do this puff, and then you apply the gel, the styling gel. And when you're done that, you can just apply any type of extension that you want, whether long, whether you'd want to plait braids on it, like on that as an extension, you just apply it behind. It is still very fine. You can still do that. So those are the simple, this is the simple hairstyle that you can do after doing your retouch. And trust me, it can stay for some good time. That can be like a week, and then there you can be able to wash. And but after washing, still you have to do some a little treatment as you're waiting for the 2 weeks to 3 weeks, so that you can do a style. But as you're doing a style, at least I would advise try with these simple hairstyle, or maybe it would be like cornrows. You understand? If the cornrows, or the bantu knots of your hair, not like these other heavy hairstyles. So those are the simple things that you can do from hair when you're done. I think you have got what I was trying to teach you guys. And for more, if you want to know about this, please try to go in my description, follow that link. Yes, and we shall keep in touch, and we shall I will tell you more about doing the retouch. So for now, I'm just gonna sign out. My name is Morris, the crochet master. I love you guys, and this is it.